Yeah, I think we're making fairly good time on this, but yeah, so Rail Canyon, this is like, after this is the halfway point, because there's 14 stages in all, and this is the 7th. But what I don't get about this game is that the teams all go through the same stages in the same order.
Right.
What would make more sense is if you do a little bit like the Sonic Adventure games, where you have very similar stages, but you do them in different orders. So for example, Team Dark, I believe they actually start at Bullet Station. Like, it's one of Eggman's bases. Rouge finds Shadow in a capsule. I don't know how much you know about Sonic Adventure 2, but
I know of the game because again, brother having it on his GameCube, but I never. But from what I know from you and many people, it's supposed to be another great Sonic game.
It's fantastic. But at the end of Sonic Adventure 2, it's basically heavily implied that Shadow's died. Him and Sonic defeat the Bio Lizard and stop Space Colony Art from crashing into Earth and killing everyone. But Shadow falls to his death. Like he loses his super form and falls to Earth.
Oh.
And at the beginning of Team Dark's story, this isn't really a spoiler because it's the very beginning of Team Dark's story. Rouge finds Shadow in a capsule on Eggman's base, which I believe is in this area. So in like the desert area, but it's Bullet Station, so it's stage 8. So really, what they should have done is Team Dark should have started at Bullet Station. I know Team Rose, for example, start out by the sea, so Seaside Hill makes sense for them to start. Team Chaotix could really start anywhere because it's not really said where their office is. Team Sonic start in the desert, so again they should probably start on this level, a Rail Canyon. But the problem is that it's a rail grinding level. So essentially they'd have to introduce the rail grinding mechanic at the first stage, and this level, when you first play Sonic Heroes, obviously I've been playing this game for a long time, I'm very good at these levels, but when I first played Rail Canyon it was ridiculous. Like, I couldn't do it. I mean, I was a kid,
Yeah.
but I was probably like 8. But yeah, I couldn't do it. It was too hard. So that's basically the reason why they put Seaside Hill first for everyone, is because it's the easiest level. And like rail grinding, until you're used to it, is a really difficult thing to actually do.
Yeah, I remember I must have played this game or played one of the Sonic games, and I found like the rail grinding really tricky. But I think I got used to it because another similar thing of rail grinding reminds me of the rail grinding from Ratchet and Clank when you get the grind boots.
Yeah, I remember.
And you basically like what Sonic and the other characters do. You alternate between the rails.
Bear in mind, when I was a kid, I only ever played Ratchet and Clank. There was like a hotel we used to go to in Dubai that had a PS2.
Ah, sweet.
It's called the Jumeirah Beach. It has a PS2 set up for kids, and obviously we were kids at the time.
Yeah.
But it had no memory card.
So basically, you could just play through the game, but the problem is you wouldn't be able to save.
Yeah, I don't even know which Ratchet and Clank game it is, but I played that first level where you're in a swamp. Like, I've played that level so many times.
I'm just trying to think. I would say 1, but I think 1 you more start on sort of more on Ratchet's home planet, I believe.
Alright, there might have been a level before that actually, I'm not really sure, but I've definitely played that swamp level more times than I can count.
I'm trying to debate myself if it was anything was 2 or 3, but then I only remember, but because I only played through all of 1 and never got to properly play through 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to Ratchet and Clank games, the only one for me was 1 and basically the sort of side game Ratchet Gladiator, where Ratchet's just basically put into an arena.
The trick to this bit is not to go too fast, otherwise those trains will take you out, so I've got to slow down here. This level is so unfair in places. It's only because I know it like the back of my hand. But like, as you can see, it's just tricky.
And again,
there's so many like obstacles that you would not know to avoid unless you've played it.
yeah.
Like you'll die. So, like this bit. Look at this shit. Like you wouldn't know to jump there.
No.
It's just stupid. Like this, you know, this is why people hate like these levels. They're so unfair. But like I say, luckily I've played this so many times. I actually know how to do it without dying. But it's not easy. And we're at the end. So hopefully I bagged us another A rank there.
And another stage completed.
Could you pass me the Pepsi again? All this talking is making my throat hurt. I should have actually like specifically like brought myself a drink.
And has he A ranked it? And he has.
Oh, cheers, chap. So the next one's Bullet Station, which, like I say, is where Team Dark should start, because that's where they start in the cutscene. At least I believe it is. So they should probably go Bullet Station, Rail Canyon, and then something else. They could change the layout of the levels, you know, but they were too lazy. I actually do rate this game for its laziness. Like, they are pretty impressive in terms of how lazy they are.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, no. Never mind. But never mind. As I say, the game gets progressively harder, but I don't really notice. You know, I used to notice it a lot.
Yeah, but I'm guessing considering how much you've played this game, it just... It doesn't really... I would say it doesn't really phase you that much, hardly.
Yeah. There's a Team Chaotix. Well, in Team Chaotix, your mission... So Team Chaotix is mission-based. God damn it. So you gotta, like, you don't just get to the goal ring. You have to destroy a certain amount of something.
Right.
Or something like that. But in Team Chaotix, you've got to destroy these capsules. There's, well, you'll see more of them because they're everywhere in this stage. Let's get a power call for Tails. So, you see those, like, red and white things?
Oh, what, the little rocket?
Yeah. So this is what Shadow is in. Like, he's in one of these.
Oh, what,
At the beginning of the game.
arrives?
Yeah, and your Team Chaotix mission on this stage is to destroy a certain amount of them. And in their extra mission, because you got to do bonus missions as well if you want to 100% the game. In the bonus mission, you've got to destroy every single sodding one in the level, and it's a pain. It's definitely possible. I've done it several times. I think it's also, if you do the extra mission, if you can do the extra mission, then you're probably going to get an A rank on it, because you've got to be good enough to do the extra mission in the first place.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like doing the extra mission and not getting an A rank for it?
Oh,
I
that
would.
would be so gutting.
It's because having to do something like that again, where you've got to destroy all the capsules, like, it's a pain in the arse. This game is honestly for people who hate themselves, so it's perfect for me. No. And also, you can't switch formation until you touch the ground. That's really annoying. You can't formation change in midair.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. So a lot of times I could save myself. You know, if I'm about to fall off a cliff, I could just switch to Tails and fly back up, but I can't do that because you need to be touching the ground. So so much for that. Oh, also, the only time you can have Tails on his own is when your teammates are like that. So it's, screw you guys. But I can't progress. But I can throw ring bombs. That's about it. Tails can do the least in terms of like actual abilities.
Yeah.
But he's very useful nonetheless. And like I say, Thundershoot, yeah, it relies on you having your teammates, but it's an awesome attack when it's fully leveled up. And is really important for like bosses. That's a shortcut. Use Knuckles. The cannon will behave differently depending on which character's in it. So if you're Knuckles, it'll give you like control of where you fire. If you're Sonic, it'll fire you the quickest way. if you're Tails, it'll fire you the way that goes upwards.
Ah, yes, which all resolves in the same question I said earlier about each one of them has different abilities. That
Yeah, that is the game's whole selling point, is the unique play styles
between all three characters of
Yeah.
each team.
But instead of like in Sonic Adventure where you do have unique play styles, but you only play them at certain levels, you have access to all of these abilities all the time because they're really coordinated somehow. I don't really know how Team Sonic are this coordinated. Like, have you ever well, like you say, you've seen bits of Sonic X. Can you imagine
Yeah.
trying to get Sonic and Knuckles to cooperate with each other?
Ooh, yeah, their relationship isn't good to start with, really, is it?
A lot of characters really dislike Sonic, like for obvious reason. I mean, he can be a really annoying guy. I'm surprised Amy hasn't strangled him yet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know. Oh god, I've lost Tails, but it's okay because we're gonna get Tails back.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting question. What happens when you do lose a character in the team? Does that affect? I'm guessing it affects you in certain parts of the level where you acquire that certain.
So I can't use
character.
Tails now, but if I do my Team Blast, if you lose a team member and
You
use
can
Team
bring it back
Blast,
with a team blast.
you get your missing member back. Your missing team member, not your missing penis. Again, I made that joke in the last playthrough. For any guys watching, I'm sorry, I can't help you find your missing penis. For any girls watching, disregard that comment.
Also, to every girlfriend of a guy, sorry, we can't find your boyfriend's penis.
I mean, have you tried under the sink? I mean, where does he normally put it?
He must put it in a safe place.
Oh, that just reminds me of because I've been watching Archer.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
he's-
saying you're currently quite through many of the seasons now.
Well, yeah, I'm up to a bit, and like they brought back his girlfriend, or Krieger has brought back his girlfriend as a cyborg. But
Okay, why?
because she was like murdered.
Oh.
But she's been brought back as a cyborg, and he's like in the sink. He's just like, "What's that?" He's like, "Oh, it's my vagina." He's just left it in the sink.
What?
And she gets his butler to come and clean it.
Oh, lovely.
It's quite funny. But yeah, there's a lot of cyborgs in Archer. There's a lot of running jokes as well in Archer. It's like when she dies, he grieves by essentially going around and ruining people's marriages by like having sex with women on their honeymoon.
That was lucky that rail was there. I thought you were going to die.
Yeah,
But I'm guessing you knew that was going to happen. Or...
it can happen. We're nearly at the end now. So if I remember correctly,
And this will be completed of stage 8.
yes. And I have a key, so if I don't lose the key,
So you'll unlock the special stage to get
yeah,
another
so I'll
Chaos
crack
Emerald.
at another emerald. Oh god. Let's go. Wait, that's the wrong franchise. That's Genesis does what Nintendo. Ooh. There was what was it? A promo campaign for like the PlayStation, and it's Crash Bandicoot outside. I think it's Nintendo's headquarters.
Oh,
And It's
right.
just this guy in a Crash Bandicoot suit going, "Oh, you're finished, Nintendo." Oh, I can't light dash around these.
I'll bet you were trying again so you could get the bonus rings.
Yeah, but that'll do.
Which
So-
I'm guessing, as always, just gives you that extra bit of score to give you an A rank.
I mean, you're fully aware of how rings work in this game, right? So
Yeah.
if you're, as long as you've got at least one ring,
Ring.
you can get. What the hell is with me and B ranks? All right, I'm gonna have to go back to this level and redo it. Probably the threshold was like 40,000, and I got 39,000. If I'd have destroyed a few more capsules,
Capsules.
I might have actually got the A rank. Right. Anyway, let's try and get the emerald. As I say, going back and A ranking things will be the last thing I do. Maybe before the final boss or after the final boss. I'm not sure. We shall see. So here, like, they've still got the mines. The mines don't seem to be any trickier, but the balloons are more sparsely populated.
And obviously,
Ah.
which doesn't give you that speed boost, and obviously,
Yeah, the mines slow you down, and I think they make you lose a lot of your speed boost as well.
which is really gutting, especially if you're like
Really bad. Basically, don't use your boost around the mines is a good technique.
yeah.
So I was reckless there. Because you will get like periods where there are no mines, and that is when you make your move. I'm not sure I'm going to get this emerald because I think I've left it too long. Like I say, these special stages are really hard, but we shall see. When we see mines, we got to slow down. Ah. These starred balloons are really good because no. If you run up, the physics is totally broken in this.
I think most of the physics in Sonic are, I'm guessing you could probably go on forever about
yeah. In this
being
game,
someone who's done physics at university.
this is true. I have a degree in the subject.
You do.
Can't remember anything about what I learned. Those are all mines.
But to be honest, I think
I'm not
when
gonna
you
get
think
it.
when you think about uni too much, it's like the last 2 years of your uni wasn't really a good time.
No, not really.
No.
I developed massive insomnia, and I'm still suffering the effects of it.
Which I think most of your viewers probably wouldn't know by now for the amount of content you've delivered out.
Well, if
on
they
the
saw
channel.
if they saw my first Sonic Heroes playthrough, I think I did mention it somewhere towards the end. When I went back and A-ranked everything, I didn't show it, but I was like, yeah, lucky for you guys, I have insomnia because I went back and A-ranked everything I didn't A-rank before in one night.
Lol.
So
Because that's one good way to
one good way to kill time.
kill time.
Right, this boss is kind of annoying. Got to
And
attack.
I've realised now that Eggman's now he went from Hawk mode to Albatross mode.
Yeah, although he's still in the Hawk, but we got to kill the Albatross. Actually, let's get a power core.
So.
Oh god,
So there's a Hawk inside an Albatross.
that was a sketch fest. Right. Kill. This is really the only way to kill.
I almost get that
The
Southern
blimp
vibe where he was in the Hawk and the Albatross, the two combined. Transformers.
Yeah. Eggman in disguise, except he's not really Eggman, as we'll find out in the next cutscene. Transformers. I don't know.
He lost
the
Albatross
rest.
mode. He's now got to Hawk mode.
Yeah, now let's kill him. Damn it. Fortunately for us, Hawk mode in this time round is a lot weaker because, he put a lot of his eggs in one basket, no pun intended. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Whee! Right, come on. I don't know how long we have to A-rank this. Oh, he's nearly gone. Come on. There we go. Did it in less than 2 minutes, so I'm hoping that's an A rank. If it's a minute and a half, I'm going to be annoyed.
Yeah.
I don't think that was too bad, actually. Oh, 141. Ooh, good.
He just ate it.
Yeah, it means I don't have to come back to that, so that's good. Ugh. Could you...
Yes.
Thank you. You're a babe.
Ooh. You're so nice.
Mm. You fools have been tricked. Oh god, you need to look.
Maybe.
Okay. Mm. You're gonna have to carefully step over that.
It's not an Eggman robot.
Kane's just gonna step out to go for a whiz.
Sorry for the viewers at home. I will appreciate my presence in soon in 5.
Yeah. Just leave the door open for a minute. Go for it. I will play Frog Forest while he's doing that.
Eggman, no way off the hook this time.
I don't have time for this. Get out of my way. Notice how the conversation stops as soon as Kane leaves. It's a wonder I even bother to do this at all. Why do I play games on my own? There is a 1-up up here. Oh, there's another way. Well, okay. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Have I been down this way before? Why am I descending so slowly? Come on. Like, fall like a normal person. Obey the laws of physics for once in your wretched lives. I think there's something behind here, but I can't be bothered to go get it. So yeah, we're back to the amazing Frog Forest, where I really don't like this stage. I don't even think there's anything good if I hit this target, but we'll see. A fly call's alright. You gotta not turn the handle, so just push the door to it, as in like let go of the handle. It's alright, you can make noise, it's fine. So let go of the handle and then like that. I will edit that loud bang to be quieter.
Yes, you will.
There's a frog over there. Leave it to me.
I'm back, bitches.
So, how was your whiz? Since I have officially run out of things to talk about.
It was very gracious. Very piss-like, I guess. I don't know how would one describe. Or maybe like a relieving moment?
You're just pissing about, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had nothing nothing there for that particular subject.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you're an 8.
Sweet!
I stole that, that's not my joke. I saw it in a Bowling for Soup music video.
Well, God, it's been a while since we went to go and see them live.
Yeah, I was sifting through some videos on my laptop today actually, and
Yeah.
I found some videos when we were at Bowling for Soup. The audio quality was terrible, so I deleted them. Like, you could not hear shit.
I don't think I was trying to think. I don't know if I remember getting any videos, but I swear I must have gotten 1 or 2. Unless that's like, I would nearly about to say it was if it was on my old phone. But I think I don't really have any videos sadly on them. The only videos I have are mostly from our As It Is in State Champs gig.
Oh yeah, that my phone actually did record the audio for. Okay.
I think when it comes to Bowling for Soup, I still have the photos. That's all I have. Yeah, pretty much all the photos.
Oh, come on. Hit the target. Tails, you suck.
There was some alright pictures actually when I think back to it.
What did that even do? Am I going to fall to my death now? Oh, you're kidding. Right, get ready for another fast forward. And we're back.
Hello there, welcome back.
So, yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I was always going to one question that did get to my mind.
Yeah.
Which was what got you into the Sonic franchise to begin with?
Okay, well, when I was a kid, I had a couple of friends, and I think it was them that introduced me to Sonic. Like, when I was like 5, 6, we used to like play in the school playground, and it was like, oh, you know, you pretend you're different characters, and one day they were like, oh, let's be Sonic. I had no idea, like, I'd heard of Sonic, but I'd never heard of like Tails and Knuckles. I was always Tails, but I didn't even know who Tails was. Like,
Oh really?
you know, I was like, oh, you can be Tails, you know. And yeah, I think that was how, and then this game came out, and I saw like the advert for it on TV and all like the flashy colours and stuff. and I remember I was just blown away by it. Like, it had like the A-Team theme tune and everything. Like, so I think this game is really what properly got me into Sonic.
So was this like one of the first of the games, or was it?
Oh, I say that. No, I actually did play Sonic Advance as well.
Ah, from the Game Boy.
Yeah, I met this guy while on holiday when I was a kid, and he had Sonic Advance, and so I did play Sonic Advance as well. That was the first Sonic game I played, but I didn't complete it. Like, I played a couple of levels, but yeah, this was, and then I saw the advert for this game. So this is like the first Sonic game I properly played, but it's not the first Sonic game I ever played. Oh, come on. Make it rain. So yeah, that was kind of what got me into Sonic, and then yeah, I sort of realised there were other games. They make reference to the other games in this, actually. And they make reference to, yeah, Team Rose make reference to Sonic Adventure. Obviously Team Dark make reference to Sonic Adventure 2, so yeah, when I realised there were other games, I sort of had to play those as well, and they were awesome. So yeah, that's what got me into Sonic.
Yes, I was just going through the internet and I managed to acquire Would You Rather questions list.
Oh, excellent. Right, let's have a few of those.
Right.
Let's,
the first of the many questions from this list.
Yep.
Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
That's a pretty good one for me, seeing as I am usually more than 10 minutes late to anything I go to. Like, anyone who works with me, bearing in mind 2 other people on the channel, Will and Tom, actually do work with me, and they will vouch for the fact that I am usually late for work, which I'm not really proud of, but work kind of understand that it's to do with my insomnia and the fact that I have to physically drug myself in order to sleep. I think, oh, it's just a regular echo. Like, they're quite understanding of it. Like, they're, you know, they know that I find it, because of the drugs, I find it very difficult to get up in the morning. But as for being like 10 minutes late, I don't know, because what if it was something, oh no, don't die. What if it was something really important, like something I could not be late for?
Yeah.
Like, I suppose like a job interview and everything, but...
Yeah, it all bears on the situation.
Yeah. Why did I go out here?
I think...
I don't know, always 10 minutes late or always 20 minutes early. I guess, yeah, because if it was something important, it'd have to be the 20 minutes early.
Yes, I think I'd vouch for the same.
Because I travel a lot. Like, we went to Bulgaria last year. Like, imagine if we'd have been like 10 minutes late for boarding our flight.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, no, I think 20 minutes early, definitely.
I think I'd vouch for the same, even though, like, sometimes, like, I'm always at least 10 minutes late for work myself. But that's just me being a bit lazy in the mornings and not getting out of my pit on time. Well, not enough good time where to basically when I leave my house for work, even though, again, being only 10 minutes away from work, it's like I always managed to make myself 10 minutes late, but then I have a very good act for sometimes not bringing it up, even though I feel very awful.
I would say, as long as like people are okay with it, like it's probably fine. Like I say, I kind of almost have a doctor's note.
Yeah. Well, it's understandable.
I mean, naturally, I am actually very good. Like, I've always been very good at getting up in the mornings.
Yeah.
But my problem is the residual effect of my drugs that I have to take in order to sleep means that they make me very tired in the morning. I used to be on Zopiclone, which is not a good drug to be on, but it you wake up feeling fresh as a daisy. Like, it makes it very easy to get up, but it's also highly addictive and just terrible for you. So I came off that very quickly. In fact, my doctor said whichever doctor put you on Zopiclone is an idiot, because like, you didn't need that, you needed something else. But yeah, the drugs I'm on now make me very tired in general. So yeah, 20 minutes early. I'd have to be, because otherwise I'd never get anything done.
Yeah, I think 20 minutes as well, because I usually like to plan ahead of most certain situations and certain things that go on in my life.
Okay, then let's have another one.
Right, so the next question. Would you rather
Racist.
lose all of your money and valuables, or all of the pictures you have ever taken? As in pictures you take on a camera on a phone, or just generally a camera.
Okay, lose all your valuables or money, or all the pictures you've ever taken. I guess this is playing on the fact that, you know, you'll have loved ones and pictures of loved ones that have died, and
Yeah. So yeah, again, that's another interesting one, because the pictures you might have taken could be like basically your other half.
I have a loophole though. I didn't take those photos. I'd only lose the pictures I'd taken.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. I'd lose the pictures I'd taken.
Yeah.
What's it?
Considering your money, I'd say your money, but obviously when it comes to valuables, does it specifically say like main valuables like your wallet, which does have your money in it with your cards and your phone?
Yeah.
Basically, the two essentials you need to have, I'd say, main valuables that you should obviously try not to lose.
Yeah.
If you can.
I'd probably, if it's just pictures I'd taken, then fine, because
Yeah, because you could just take them again.
I have pictures of my loved ones that have died, but I didn't take any of them.
No.
All the pictures I've taken, like, I've never taken like an important picture. I've taken pictures of myself, they're not important.
No, it's like the pictures like you and I like. That would be important to me, taking like selfies with you and that, and those are all my friends.
But
then
it's like you'd lose those pictures, fine, but you could just take more.
Yeah, you just take more, or you could just do it again, couldn't you? If you lost
Yeah.
them.
Is that right? If you're talking right here, right now, all the pictures I have taken to date, I would lose those.
Yeah, then money, wouldn't you? Because I know, because it's a sad thing, but we live in that society where money's important.
Well, unfortunately, yeah. If I lost my money, I'd kind of be screwed. 'Cause
Yeah,
for one thing, I want to go to America soon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that without any money.
Yeah, so I think in this scenario, I'd rather lose the pictures.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can agree on that.
Because, again, with pictures, they can easily be taken again. It's not as big as losing money.
Yeah. Well, not all your money.
Yeah, not all your money.
I mean, I stand to lose a bit of money, that's fine, but like, yeah, if it's every last penny of what you've got, I think that's, yeah, that's just, it's no good, man. It's too much, man.
It's too much. And on to another question.
Yep.
Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future, or 10 minutes into the future of anyone else but yourself?
Okay.
So basically, you would basically have 10 minutes to look into the future you see it before you,
Someone else's future.
or someone else's.
But
But that's kind of being a bit personal, isn't it? Or being a bit
because
nosy.
if you're seeing into your own future, there's nothing you can do to change it. I suppose
Exactly. It's I'm guessing basically it's predetermined.
It's predetermined. The only way I can think that would come
That
in
was a big
useful.
crocodile.
Yes.
Sorry, but back to what I mean.
We're being chased by Colonel Snaps a lot.
Snappy.
I wanted
Nicknames.
fries with my furry animals that I'm going to eat. I think, what was the would you rather again?
Would you rather see 10 minutes into
Yeah.
your future, or 10 minutes into someone else's future but yourself?
Seeing into your own future is only useful because it's predetermined.
Yeah.
It's only useful to eat for peace of mind.
Yeah.
Like, you go, I don't know. Oh no, it's not even useful. Like, I was going to say, like, you go into a job interview and you could find out whether or not you get the job before you even go in. But most job
Yeah.
interviews don't tell you if you've got the job on the day.
And did you get A rank?
Yay.
And you did. Congratulations.
So honestly, I wouldn't see the point in seeing 10 minutes into your own future. Like, what good is 10 minutes?
Yeah. So basically, you're just seeing 10 minutes of yourself, but I don't know, like a couple of years older, maybe doing something different with your life. And
Oh, another emerald challenge. My god.
but yeah.
So we missed one emerald. But yeah, carry on.
So yeah, and then basically seeing 10 minutes into someone else's future is, but it depends on the person. So it could be basically your other half, could be one of your best mates, or could be someone or a family member, or someone you generally know just out of.
This emerald is teasing me.
It's like, come on, AJ, you come
You
grab
know
it.
you want me.
You know
I'm
you
all
want me.
shiny and
I'm all shiny and blue.
Yeah, oh, aren't I pretty? There we go. We got it. We did it. Okay, yeah, so...
So yeah, so again, also when you're looking into 10 minutes into someone else's future, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
So, what? So basically, like,
Do you have to touch the person
Yeah.
to see into their future?
so it's like I could look into your future.
That's a good conversation starter. You're in a bar, you walk up to a girl and you go, I can see 10 minutes into your future, but I have to touch you.
But I have to touch you. And then she runs away, screams and runs away.
So, I think at this point Shadow doesn't remember Sonic.
Right.
By the way, in Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow has no memory. Like
He lost all of it.
he sort of remembers this girl called Maria.
Yeah, which he kind of goes on about in most other games, doesn't he? And I'm guessing
Yeah.
also the Sonic X series as well.
It's quite a brutal thing. Like, Maria gets murdered by a GUN soldier, and
Does actually Shadow find this specific soldier, or hunts him down?
no, the soldier's dead by this point
Oh.
because Shadow gets frozen for 50 years.
Wow, you lost Sonic quite quickly.
What? No! And if it gets past 30 seconds, there's no point doing this. Paralysis.
So yeah, I think if I had to, choose one of them, I'd probably looking. And if I'm obviously on the person, say for example, I don't know. I was gonna say someone else's future, but it depends on the person.
Yeah.
So, but if I had to choose anyone specifically,
Yeah. I think it could just be anyone but yourself.
yeah. So, example, like if I had to,
That's what I got from that. So like,
so
you
I
can-
could just like look into your future and
yeah, you could look into my future and like,
And
are
give
you
you
going to
good-
A rank
give-
this mission?
yeah, or like say, or if there's anything that's good that's gonna come into your life, then like I could fill you with that. I'd say not, but that sort of slight good fortune, knowing that someone could come into your life and change you for being a better person type thing.
Yeah, but like I say, if you can see the future, it's predetermined anyway. So there's nothing I can do to change it. You can just be
No.
like, are you going to A rank this mission? No. God damn it. So then I just know that I'm wasting my time.
So really, I don't. It's kind of I don't know which one you would pick really. But
I would pick someone else's future.
Yeah.
I don't want to know my own future. If I could see my future like years at a time, then that might be useful. But 10 minutes is really not enough to be useful.
no, because I think 10 minutes is not a lot of time, and that 10 minutes would go quite quickly, and you realise
There's nothing there. Why did I even bother with that?
if you thought about it really carefully, that 10 minutes would like just go.
Yeah, and like I say, what I get from it is that you can use that power on anyone at any time, and that's great and all. But why would I care? Are there any better would you rather's, like more difficult ones? Because they seem to be quite easy.
Oh, here we go. Would you rather live in the wilderness far from civilization, or live on the streets of a city as a homeless person?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There's a lot of ramifications of that, so that's probably the wrong
That's just
word I
another
just
random
used.
one. I went down a few pages down.
So, yeah, being a homeless person, you've got like it's quite bad for like morale and stuff. Out in the wilderness, no, you know, at least if you're homeless, you can like go to like a homeless shelter. Whereas if you're just out in the wilderness, there's like you're more susceptible to like disease and stuff. I would say, but then there's something quite cool about living in the wilderness. Whereas, unfortunately, I think no one's ever considered like being homeless to be cool. I reckon if you lived in the wilderness, you'd have a much shorter life.
Yeah.
But I'd probably still choose living in the wilderness. Just because it would be miserable for the first couple months, but once you got used to it, I mean, you'd be hard as nails.
Yeah, you would be.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for wilderness just because I have these like delusions of grandeur or something. I doubt I'd survive either way, but you know. What about you?
So yeah, I was umming and ahhing as you were saying. I was thinking to myself and thought, I think, yeah, like you said, after a couple of months or after a certain time out in the wilderness, you'd be definitely hard as nails, and you would really come adapted to like when it comes to like foraging for food in certain sources of water, making little huts out of tree and plant material. Yeah, it would actually. Basically, the wilderness becomes your home itself.
You'd be like Gohan in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. But he lives out in the wild for certain for basically.
Learn to survive for a year on your own. Sonic can't actually damage these grey robots because they're armoured. I don't know why, but for some reason, if I don't hit these targets, I always find I fall, and I don't know why. I don't know if they're actually connected.
So yeah, no, I think I'll choose the wilderness also, because being a homeless person, like you'll. I'm sure there's plenty of buildings you can find for shelter, but then when it comes to food, it's basically you would end up. I'd say you could end up foraging in basically dumpsters, which wouldn't be safe to like eat from, because it could be filled with like pests.
The good thing about being homeless, though, is if you've got enough like kind people that you know that give you enough money, you can like get a bed for the night at the homeless shelter. But that's only in certain cities that have homeless shelters. Like all in all, like I say, it's not a good existence either way. I think if I were homeless, I'd be one of those busker people. Like I'd get like a guitar, and I'd busk for my money. That's how I'd do it. But yeah, both sound terrible. But if I lived in a cave, I just think there's a certain coolness to that. Although, you know, parts of being homeless as well, like I say, being a busker would be cool. Could be like C6 Steve, although he's not technically homeless anymore.
Steve.
C6 Steve is a guitarist. He's just a musician, but I think he still lives as if he's a homeless person. Like he plays like a guitar that only has like 3 strings.
Alright.
But yeah, he does quite well for himself. I mean, all things considered. Slippery.
The slope is very slippery. Warning.
Have you ever seen Kids on a Slope? It's an anime series. I've seen the first episode numerous times, and I don't really like it.
No.
It's something to do with the animation style, because I'm, you know, pedantic about. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a weirdo and I like things that are cute. Like the animation style isn't very cute.
Oh, here's another question.
Yeah.
Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life, or always be surrounded by annoying people?
Oh wow. It's funny because I am both. Like, I mean, I'm surrounded by annoying people.
What? You saying I'm annoying?
Well, not right now, but
No.
like, and I'm gonna die alone. So like, do you mean by alone? You mean as no human contact for the rest of your life?
Well, it just says here rather be alone for the rest of your life, but it doesn't really state that, like, I don't know if it states like being totally alone so no one.
Constantly surrounded by annoying people or alone for the rest of your life? That is a good question. I think I'd go crazy if I were alone for the rest of my life, so I'm gonna have to take the annoying people.
Yeah, I think that as well, because I think you become more.
Can I choose the annoying people? Because
it
I'm
says-
technically an annoying person.
I don't know, really. It doesn't really say, it just says annoying people, so yeah, it depends who you state as like annoying people in your life, really.
Whoop. So we're still on Han Castle. The next level is a freaking marathon. Mystic Mansion is a pain in the... We're near the end of Han Castle now.
Yeah, this level looks really weird.
Yeah, it's because of the gravity gimmicks. You can change the direction of gravity. Oh god, not straight onto the mine.
Watch out.
Ooh,
Ooh,
need to
that was
be
close.
Knuckles, not Captain Knuckles from the Misadventures of Flapjack. Have you ever,
Captain Knuckles.
have you ever seen the Misadventures of Flapjack?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's kind of like SpongeBob, but it's about a little kid. And yeah, it's just odd.
Yeah, I think I'd be the same and say I'll be surrounded by annoying people, because at least you'll be with people.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, even though they'll be annoying as fuck, but
it's not. It means you'd have to sleep with them as well.
yeah.
Like you could never be away from them. But like,
But there probably might be days where you can just, if you had that mental, you could just block them